anybody's ever mattered on pace to watch this whole show, I want to change one quick thing. Okay, guys, we're going to watch every Today's episode is episode 72.
Oh, dang.
70, I think. If it's not, I lied. But we have a great episode today. We got great special guest experts. Today's episode, of course, is a worst white guy karate in a movie. You may have seen the list earlier. I just posted it. We've got the list behind me, as always. And as always, we got two special guest experts to help me decide what is the worst white guy karate to the left of me, folks. You may know him from his online presence and many times he was a special guest expert witness on certain cases. But this is an expert on 1960s to 1980s gis. Really knows those gis real well.
Up until the 80s.
What is your favorite aspect of the gi, Noah? Oh, this is Noah Haler. I apologize. I usually say the name at the end. I'm frazzled. Noah. What's your deal?
I like the breathability mixed with the just coarse fabric that really it's a little pain and pleasure that the mixture really makes you feel alive. I always, when I did karate for 2 years from 3rd and 4th grade, Tung Sudo is a South Korean martial arts. I always felt the highest amount of starch possible was good for you. You really want to almost break the fabric when you move. Oh yeah. Well, in the late 70s, they used to take them and overstarch them, and then that was the test of strength. Can you get through a gi? Can you break a gi in half? Gi. Anyways, thank you, Noah. I'm so excited to have you. I'm a strong man. To the right of me, guys, you obviously know this guy. He is taking a 1-week course in every form of martial arts possible. And now, as he told me, is a real man, Aaron Beasley.
It's true. It's very true.
Aaron, what is your favorite form of martial art that you learned?
Honestly, I like straight karate. Level 1, obstacle course.
Wait, there's an
on one leg, just going around. You had
an obstacle course in your first week of training for karate?
First week of training. They put down the pads you hit. You had to jump over one.
Gotcha.
You had to go. You had to crawl. You had to do it backwards if you were advanced like I was. Most everyone learned about combat.
Nice.
Yeah.
I always found the best obstacle course was first night. You remember the first night obstacle course?
What, from the movie First Night?
Yeah. What other thing would it be from?
I don't know.
First night obstacle course, that's good. Oh man, you could do better. And but you are a real man, Aaron.
It's not about muscles. It's not karate.
It's aerodynamics.
It's technique and aerodynamics.
You want to slice through the wind.
You don't want to be too bulky.
Nah. Yeah, no, nobody does.
Because you can't.
Oh yeah, is that what part of the body was that you just grabbed?
That was the nipple.
That was a nipple. Okay. We got some comments. Carrie Billy Joe, you look so barefaced in comparison to those two Studley Dudleys. Samurai Cop is the worst. Austin Fries already knows the list. And then his slender, no slender 3 ninjas. Come on now. Well, we've got 3 ninjas on there. I think we've got the best one. Folks, thanks for bringing it out, guys. We've got a list behind me. Let me go one at a time through the list of what we got. And then after I do one at a time, we'll do the next at a time. All right, guys. We've got Ralph Maccio from Karate Kid. We've got Chris Farley from Beverly Hills Ninja. Chris Penn from Best of the Best. Michael Angarano from The Forbidden Kingdom. Jonathon Brandis from Sidekicks. Chad Power from 3 Ninjas. David Brooks. And Matt Hannon from Samurai Cop, which was previously mentioned. Claude Van Damme from Double Impact. Jonathan Cabot from Gymkata. And Steven Seagal from Code of Honor. And Linden Ashby from Mortal Kombat. Guys, this is I watched everybody last night on their YouTube clips of the karate. And none of it did I go, good for them. Good for them. So I want to ask you before we dive deep into this list, what is your criteria in deciding what is the worst white guy karate? You want to start?
Definitely.
And a real man always starts first.
Realism, number 1. You got a lot of jump cuts, I know you're fake.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? I'd like to see long, standing fight scenes. All right.
Okay.
I like that.
High kicks.
Like Daredevil. One shots.
One shots. You give me a vertical jump of over 3-4 feet. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Pretty good for a level 1 guy.
You don't want to see that like 3 jump cuts. When
Jump cuts.
they right up, they just
that shot is going over the
They
camera.
repeat the same
The
shot.
only time that's appropriate is Jackie Chan when he does the whole stunt 3 different times.
Okay,
That's the only time it's okay. Outside of that, it's just how badass you are.
Okay. Alright, so being badass and not a lot of jump cuts. That's what's up for you. Next up, Noah, what helps you out in figuring out what the best, worst white guy form of karate?
Well,
is it carrot?
Sometimes it's karate.
Karate.
Okay, so I like what you're. The badass thing is very nice. What's that?
Did you just fart?
Yeah, no, you just did.
I switched. I'm doing butt lifts because that's part of my training. So I lift up, set down.
So you just said it to this while he's talking.
Yeah. Yep.
Just a quick.
Yep.
This is how you be a man
Okay.
in the martial arts.
Yeah. Butt crunch.
Butt crunch. So I
Horrible
think,
cereal.
Wouldn't eat it.
Okay, what? No, it's fine. Finish your thought, no.
Oh,
Jeez.
sorry. Jeez, butt crunch. So no, the badassery is very important. I based mostly on the acting while fighting. So if you can pull my heart in, then I mean.
Oh.
See, I'm gonna just. You gotta have good face. While you're fighting.
Good face.
Gotta have good face.
Good face. You know who's got great face on this list? Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Wow, I mean, the guy's got a face I would die for.
I mean, I think no one out here can watch Bloodsport and not go, that guy's got a good face.
He's got a great face.
What about Expendables 2?
I think something happened to his face.
Yeah,
not a good face.
Got a lot of steroids.
Yeah.
A lot of supplements.
It's weird when you can do steroids and it's like legal.
Is it?
Right? Can't you do steroids? I thought you had to be. If you're in a professional sport, you can't do steroids. But if you,
I would like a steroid guy. Now I just want to know about it. I don't want to do it.
yeah. If we ever did a live show, folks, we'd have a Google person that could Google this while we talk about it. But alas,
Okay.
I don't know if they're legal or illegal. I did know a guy who got like pulled over like traffic stop and he had steroids on him and he did get in trouble.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it was the needles. I don't know.
I'm betting like if you go to your doctor and you're like, I want to be the world's greatest man, he'd be like, prescription.
Okay.
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
you have to.
Prescription dog
You can't
pills.
get like
Here are some dog pills.
Here's some pharmaceutical dog pills for
yeah.
doggy steroids when there's a bad infection.
You're going full on dog pills.
Mm-hmm.
Would Mac from Always Sunny measure up? Well, that's a TV show. This is all about worst white guy karate in a movie.
And he's all glamour moves. He's no real impact.
Yeah, there's
No,
and his face is not that great. No good face.
No. Well, Fat Mac.
Now that's a face.
That's a face. That's a face I would die for.
Yeah.
I've died for a lot of faces.
You might want to be careful about all the faces.
Yeah, well, no. When I say that, I don't mean like for the person. Like
you
I
would-
want to take their face.
and, like,
I
a
would
face-off
die trying.
situation.
I would die trying to take their face.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another room in this house. Let's not talk about it. As we always do, we do the veto round with the real man and the gi expert. We're doing the veto round where we each take one off the list that we think is not the worst white guy karate in a movie. And as always, we start with the oldest person here, Aaron Beasley.
I am. First off, I gotta say, Karate Kid off the list.
Wait,
Awesome.
really?
I know. I didn't think it would be that.
It's not that good.
Started watching it, teared up.
Well, it did. I can't disagree because the heart thing.
Heart?
But that crane kick, it's so easy to like. You see it coming a mile away.
You do. But you gotta think about this, right? You're going into it, right?
Yeah.
Johnny's coach.
Okay.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
That's a pretty easy move too, dude.
With the legs
We're
up.
looking
Sweep the
at
legs
week
up.
one. Week one karate moves. People want to get. That's week one, and I gotta say, great form.
Legs up.
You gotta definitely sweep the leg. Like, everyone thinks that's a villain thing. I'm like, that's just, you can do that. It's within the rules of the game.
Challenge. When you're playing Street Fighter 2, and you're fighting someone, and they're just sweeping the leg, are you going, you're fucking cheating, dude? Or are you going, that's fine?
Well,
as long as it's not Blanc in the corner with the electricity, I don't care. I mean, that you just can't do that.
I think that's fine that's fine to say cheating in the two-dimensional world that those games are, where you can't go to the side.
Yeah.
Whereas sweep the leg, I mean, you're facing an injured guy. You got to take advantage of that. You're not gonna lessen your karate skills just because this guy's
because you already injured somebody.
You're right, but he's still focused on sweeping the leg and finding his weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He gets a chop.
What's Daniel do?
Daniel
kicks.
Yeah. He's looking straight down at the leg.
He's like, I'm gonna take that leg, and the leg comes at him.
So he is. What is the other guy's name? That
Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny is so focused on the legs that when Daniel LaRusso raises one of them, he looks down. He's like, "Where'd the other leg go?"
Right, it's choppers.
And the next thing you know, he gets the leg he was looking at the whole time, trying to figure out what the other leg is.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing with Daniel LaRusso and Ralph Macchio in that scene that I watched. He steps on the bad leg for a second, and then real quick gets. As a person who loves pro wrestling, he sold the injury.
Yeah.
And that's what I like seeing.
Was he selling it to them or to us?
It doesn't matter because it was sold.
Yeah.
I think in the end he sold it to himself.
Oh.
No, man.
Now, and just honorable mention, I'm gonna say it's problematic for a little white kid to go to, an Asian janitor. I don't know what he was, but groundskeeper, maintenance. He goes to him.
Sage.
Yeah, that's problematic in film. I think we need to probably get away from that trope.
We just go to any Asian guy and
just any Asian guy and they know karate.
Like, I don't know anything about martial arts. You're like, you're training me, man. I don't care.
And I think the same is true for other films where they go to like the wise old black man, or they always go to a different culture to learn.
I agree.
Steal the knowledge.
It should always be a white guy they go to.
Is that
what we're saying?
That trope needs to go away.
Is that?
But nostalgia.
Is that what we said?
Nostalgia for the film. I don't know. I think it's good. And plus, I didn't say it's my criteria. Great theme song.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be the best every day. Everyone is gonna live your way.
I don't think that's. Is that
what?
No, not at all.
No, it's Peter Cetera.
Oh.
Peter.
Oh, no.
Cetera.
No. Love Peter Cetera.
Actually, the drummer of Cetera just died.
Pantera?
Oh, whatever. It's all the same shit.
It's the best around.
No
No one's ever gonna keep you down. That is the theme song.
Alright, no one's ever gonna keep you down. Do the best. Did I nail it? I think.
So that's one I take out. I mean, that's one I'm throwing in the hat.
If that's going away, then.
That's going away. That's not, I mean, that's unless you can convince them to not to unveto it, which I tell you in the over 70 episodes I've done, that's tough to do.
I think we can. That's fine.
All right,
that's fine.
Ralph Macchio off the list. Did you see that? Did you see that little like?
Just to add movie-wise, IMDb score of 7.2. It's the highest one on our list.
Okay.
Peter Cetera's from Karate Kid 2.
Oh. Still a great jam.
Audience, Rotten Tomatoes, 88% approval, and the critics have an 82% approval. So this is the highest rated movie.
It's a good kids
via
movie.
The internet.
It's a good kids movie.
There's this theory going around that actually.
What theory?
Daniel.
Flat Earth?
Is flat Earth. He's a flat earther.
Daniel is a
flat earther.
Not
the whole
surprised.
time.
He is the villain.
No, but he is the villain. Yeah, he is the villain. He comes into this town. This town already has their social structure going. He starts immediately hitting on the Johnny's girl. He gets in this fight. And he's actually the aggressor.
So he just kind of. Well, what about the time when the Skull and Crossbones kids go and beat him up?
Well, that's Johnny and the crew.
I know, but why is Danny?
But he's messing around with his girlfriend.
His costume is a tub with a little privacy, and he gets his girlfriend in that tub in the privacy in public. It's kind of gross.
I would say that he's the best.
He's like,
That would
bathtub.
be great. You cut the. Well, I think they've done that. They've cut the trailer where he's like the villain.
The villain, and I think that's the new the YouTube series. He's like the bad guy.
But they should do that with that song though. But this song's like, you're the no one's gonna keep you down.
Oh God! So it's like it's just in his head. And he's like, the best.
Well, as we always do, we go to the other expert after the first one. What is you gonna veto?
I gotta veto.
What is you gonna veto?
I gotta veto Chris Farley. That dude can move.
No one messes with my brother!
Yes, exactly. And then he just right through that stick. The guy's coming at him with a stick. He's trying to get Luke Kang's his brother.
He does,
Luke Kang is his brother, and he's like getting beat up. And then Chris Farley jumps from 85 feet in the air, lands it,
did his own stunts.
Well, except for that flip in the air. I don't think that was.
When you say lands it,
he crushes the dude with his body.
He doesn't land on his feet. He lands on the body.
Right, but he's not that. The guy
Joey does the same thing right afterwards. Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Remember Chris Rock before he was like the greatest stand-up ever? He was doing that like CB4 man. CB4.
He's in a tree going.
When he leaves the tree, he goes up.
So, this is a super problematic movie. If you watch the trailer, they have both, I think I'm turning Japanese, and everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
Yeah.
In the final fight scene, they also do.
Yeah,
everyone was kung fu fighting.
Like, right on the first punch. It just cues right away.
By the way, Steven Janelle said she wasn't Johnny's girl earlier in your comment. Johnny probably liked her.
Okay.
So
my bad.
I mean, you're giving objectivity to women. Anyways, back to the problematic.
Yeah, receipt.
Well, let's talk to the real man then.
Listen, it's already off the list. I don't want to go back. I mean, I could go back to Karate Kid though, because we could talk about how he could have just joined Cobra Kai. I mean,
He could have.
He said, "I don't want to do that."
They had black geese.
They were established. They had great geese, great uniforms,
coolest.
And you know what? I get it. Ralph, you want to be an alpha.
Steven's already saying he was Johnny's ex. He goes, maybe watch the movie before you start saying you're an expert on it. Whoa. Steven Giles is attacking you guys.
I never said I was an expert on that movie.
I'm going to be real. Cried during it, didn't need it. I knew it was off the list. It's like, oh, this is a fantastic film. It's off the list. Doesn't even need to be here anymore. It's so good.
It's hard. He had such an emotional response. His tears made him miss major plot points of the movie.
Honestly, I wasn't sure or not. I just don't like Ralph Macchio.
I don't like it.
I didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say I'm a real man.
But Chris Farley, problematic movie. Why do you say that?
Problematic movie. Right off the bat, you're looking at. It's obviously a spoof, awful cultural appropriation, too ridiculous.
Yeah.
Song. I think I'm turning Japanese.
The hibachi scene is pretty rough. Yeah.
I mean, I did like Liu Kang being in it. I was like, oh. I was like, dude, what's up?
Yeah.
Final fight, Chris Farley versus 8 guys in red jumpsuits.
Knocks
Final boss comes out.
Yeah.
A lot of jump cuts. Count them out.
But slow-mo. But there's a lot of slow-mo, too.
Slow-mo.
So there you see the
technique. Do you like that move that he did where he did the splits and it was totally not CGI'd or anything? And then he caught the one and he goes, oh.
2 knives, does a splits to avoid one, grabs the other one, delivers a not cool line that's unmemorable.
Yeah.
And, take off the list.
Okay. And then the scene where they're going to drop kick each other, them, and they both duck, and then the guys just scissor each other. And then just fall down.
That was the anticlimactic thing where they're like... And would they fall on top of them?
No. It was a perfect duck.
There's a duck where you go 5 feet away.
So you're taking off Chris Farley in Beverly Hills Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't convince you to keep it on there, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, we're taking it off.
I will say that was my number 1 worst. So.
Oh really?
Things are getting wild.
Oh no!
Oh man, I just marked up this fucking table. And it's gone. Anyway,
that's a dry erase marker.
Yeah, but this is not a dry erase table.
Oh.
Anyways, guys, I'm up next. It's my turn to take something off the list that I don't think is the worst white guy karate in a movie, and holy shit. It really is tough after those first two, because I was going to take Chris Farley off as well, because I was going to say it's a comedy movie, he's not supposed to be good at karate.
But he is good.
Well, let's not get crazy. Man, this is so bad. These are so bad. I'm going to take this one off, because I think he actually does good karate, and I think the movie itself is ridiculous. I'm taking Jean-Claude Van Damme off for Double Impact.
That's fair, he's perfect.
I think the guy knows what he's doing. It's just a weird movie where he fights himself.
Yeah.
And we already talked about Great Face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked
He
about
gives
Great Face.
Great
Face. Great face.
His like pelvic bones are like perfectly sculpted.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
why he can do those. Like literally, genetically, he is like the perfect high kicker.
Yeah.
Is there any movie that he doesn't do the splits in?
Why would there?
Yeah, I think that's
the money shot. You want to see a film?
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's in it. You say, is he doing the split? Of course he's
you go
doing
there
the
for
split.
splits, face, and buns. Honestly, buns.
Dude, you got buns.
That
got
dude's
buns.
got
Buns for
buns.
days.
Buns, dude.
Yeah. I will just do a shout out to the other scene that I really enjoyed, which was one of the Jean-Claude Van Dammes doing the Donkey Kong barrel throw fight.
Yeah.
The giant guy who also, it's a reunion from Bloodsport.
Oh, no kidding.
It's the guy from Bloodsport. So
is
2
it the
years
guy-
later...
Is it the guy that looks like the robot from RoboCop 3? Like the samurai
Yeah.
robot? Okay, yeah. 'Cause he's, yeah.
Built...
Yeah.
And he's just picking up barrels.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude, he can kick. He doesn't kick from the face. He waits for the barrel. Barrel comes, high kicks the barrel. Realism, though, because it hurt his leg.
Yeah. It's a barrel. It's a Donkey
It's
Kong
a giant
barrel.
barrel.
It's a Donkey Kong barrel.
Doesn't he jump over a guy holding a barrel? So that's
Yeah.
like, what, 8 feet?
Yeah.
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 It's superhuman.
Well, Jean-Claude Van
He's a
Damme.
Universal Soldier.
It's, yeah.
It's canon.
So that's the Universal Soldier.
It's canon. He's every one of these are a sequel
Yeah. It's a sequel. It's
It's
not
a
going to go back in
sequel
time, ever.
to the
It is-
documentary called Universal Soldier. Because
That's what you're
That was
from.
real
That's
footage.
That's what his life was like.
It's a real deal.
He's the Universal Soldier.
I
Is Dolph Lundgren a Universal Soldier too? I think Dolph Lundgren was in a sequel. Universal
yeah, he was, as was Goldberg.
Goldberg was a Universal Soldier.
Goldberg is he was in the first Universal
yeah,
Soldier.
yeah.
That was Goldberg's acting debut.
Was it good?
Fantastic. There's an alternate universe where instead of going to Walmart and seeing the Rock section of movies,
It's Goldberg.
it's the Goldberg section where he's in all these great Tetris the remake and all these great things. Goldberg
Goldberg with
hard.
one fake legged skyscraper.
Yeah. Die Hard. With
It was
an
Goldberg.
amputated leg, yeah.
Die Hard with a guy who looks scarier.
I do like the scene in Double Impact where the evil Jean-Claude, he's fighting like a bunch of guys. Cigar never leaves his mouth.
Oh,
And that's
nice.
skill.
That's some badass points.
Yeah.
Last night
Sorry,
I
save it off
watched
the list.
Yeah,
I watched
yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme in Double Team with Dennis Rodman. And the final fight scene starts with him running into a coliseum
Mhm.
and getting tripped.
Does he dunk?
And he falls down and he slides on that ground for like 10 seconds. He's running so fast he trips and he falls and it really is. And then like another few seconds, like, well, you shouldn't be sliding anymore. Like, why is he still sliding?
They cut away.
How
they cut
fast
back.
is he going?
Obviously. We can talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme all day. Have to give him chops for JVCD, though. Very serious film. Very meta.
Oh,
Seen it?
Oh, the new
Yeah.
Amazon Prime show?
No, but that's a funny version of JVCD in a lot of ways. JVCD is a very serious film where he plays himself. He's trying to get custody of his kid. He's had trouble with drugs. People
This is
love him.
real?
Yeah, this is great. He plays like
Okay.
himself in the
Okay.
film. There's a bank robbery,
Okay.
but the guys think he's cool. So he's like, I got this, police. I got this. I'm going to negotiate. So it's Jean-Claude Van Damme playing this version of himself. And there's this epic moment in it where, like, everything goes blurry and he floats up the ceiling and you see it's like a movie. And he just goes on, like, this whole, and I believe it's in French, where he just starts talking about how he messed up. And he's just relating to being an actor and doing drugs. And, of course, we all know Jean-Claude Van Damme had a few issues. Street Fighter, the movie. You know, Jean-Claude Van Damme's my hero.
Street Fighter, the movie originally was supposed to be a G.I. Joe movie.
That makes sense.
And then they redid all the
reskinned everything.
Yeah,
I don't actually know if you're telling the truth.
No, I am telling the truth.
Because it looks like it should be. The reason why Guile would be the star in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken and Ryu. Why is Guile? Oh, because John
Ken and Ryu like barely have any part to do with that movie at all. They're just kind of like saving like 2 people, and they're like, "Look, let's go back to Ken and Ryu. Oh, look at them.
Hey,
Let's go back to the Air Force guy, America." As the Street Fighter's about the USA, not the entire world.
Sweep the leg.
Sudden Death is the best JVC movie.
Sudden Death.
Sudden Death, that's the Die Hard one, right? So. Where he's in the hockey. Is it the Die Hard one?
Yeah, Sudden Death where the Blackhawks are flying and the Penguins, I think.
Yeah.
He's up in the
Definitely a Die Hard film.
Yeah.
We could have done best Die Hard knockoffs. That's another one you can.
Well, fuck it.
Redo.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's the first veto. We do another round of veto though, and as always, the second round of veto starts with the youngest person here, Aaron Beasley.
Very true. Again, we're going with worst, so we gotta take off best of the best.
Whoa, that movie is real bad.
That movie is amazing. First off, and
that's
the reason, listen, a team is not a team if you don't give a damn about one another. Are you kidding me? Guys, you guys see Mighty Ducks 2, right?
Yeah, we've all seen Mighty Ducks 2.
It's a remake of Best of the Best.
I've wanted to rollerblade through a mall ever since I saw that.
Listen, I'm not
I
trying
wanted to figure out how to shoot a knuckle puck.
Now, I'm not saying Mighty Ducks 2 wouldn't have happened without Best of the Best, but I'm not saying it. All right?
Okay.
The U.S. team had to come together. All right? They had to fight. Granted, I am a little confused why we went with Chris Penn.
Eric Roberts, you think?
When Eric Roberts is definitely the better fight scene.
But no, this is worse.
So Chris Penn literally is just like,
he's a
hey, yeah, you're from New Jersey. Hey, New Jersey guy, you now know karate. Oh yeah, I got karate.
Oh yeah.
His karate is all street fighting. And all of the sound effects when he lands punches sound like gunshots.
Yeah, they do.
Pow, pow. Yours don't?
I don't know. Good point.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I gotta say my favorite.
And he loses.
Yeah, he loses. And they do a test of strength, like, the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And he loses that as well. But it's like 3-2, and he just like mutters under it like, what are you counting?
What are you counting for? But before that, he goes out there, and we all know he's gonna lose. What does his team do? USA! USA! Yeah, exactly, right?
James Earl Jones?
You know what? Sometimes you're not the best.
He also
Who are you talking to? USA?
He also
No, other people. Jesus, supposed to be.
Well, you're talking to other people that they're not the best, not the USA. Weirder.
What I'm saying is, he had to fail, so Eric Roberts could be the best.
Well, here's the other thing, though, which is what I don't like about in necessarily the worst guy karate, because as we know, karate is a very peaceful self-defense, Right. You're kind of using them against you. You can be a little bit more offensive. But what Chris Penn does, that I don't think any of these other people do, he talks trash his entire fight.
Yeah.
He's talking trash. That's not karate. Karate.
I mean, well, there's certain forms.
The trash talking?
Yeah, there's certain
Well, you've
forms.
taken every form.
I've taken every form.
So
There's a variant of Jeet Kune Do, which is just smash talk. It's just smash talking. You're just... you're just going. You're like,
you can do it on the phone.
Yeah. Oh, you want to meet? High noon, mother.
Mm-hmm. You know what it's called? It's called G You Can't Do.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a better name. I'll pitch it. I'll pitch it
to the sensei.
To my friend Steve.
Steve, my sensei.
I'll tell that Steve. That's good marketing.
I can't believe he's getting off already with Chris Penn.
Also had a great theme song.
Oh yeah, how'd it go? Sing it to us.
I gotta say, I can't.
Sing it.
I can't. I just. It does go the best of the best. It's in the name.
You want to know how it goes? You're the best of the best. Everyone's gonna keep you best.
That's not it. That's not it.
You bet. We're like, we will lower ourselves so that you can stay best.
We're gonna make sure you are the best. You really need this.
I don't know. It could be the year too. 1989 is a sweet spot for films for me.
Yeah.
86 to 89. Mm-hmm. Pretty much any film in that era I can watch, no matter how horrible it is.
Well, 89 was the last year I stopped researching Yeez. I'm just not into 90s geeks.
My brother's audience selection is going to be probably Jonathon, Brandis, and shit, Sidekicks. They go, oh shit, he is on that list. And he
Oh,
goes,
he's on there.
Well, Joe Piscopo then.
I got some stuff to say.
But I think that we're going to have that one around for a while. But as we continue, this is the most notes we've ever had by any experts, which I can't tell you how much I appreciate. So other experts watching, fucking learn a thing or two. Noah, Haler, you're up next. What are you taking out the list? That's not the worst guy.
That's not the worst guy.
Silence is the best.
Yeah. I gotta say, Gymkata.
Whoa, bold.
He is a talented gymnast, and so because of the athleticism, I gotta say. I mean, now his fighting.
Can we talk?
He takes out 20 villagers with pitchforks and farming tools on a pommel horse. But that pommel horse is like, what village has a pommel horse in a little town square?
No,
Are you saying that the areas of low poverty can't be into gymnastics?
Right. No, I don't think it is a pommel horse, but I think it is
a heavy stone that has handles so they can carry around.
Oh,
It's our carrying stone. It could be like a thing to batten indoors.
Yeah.
A lot of
Or to help make pancakes, they put a bar through those things, they lift them up, and they make latkes.
And you smash them?
Yeah, latches. Potato latches.
Listen.
Okay.
Potato latches.
So, solid choice.
I mean,
Gymkata, that pommel horse team is so... He gets off the pommel horse like 10 times and then keeps getting back on it.
right.
And then at one point he's just doing that kick thing you can do, and the villagers are like, well, I guess we'll just move forward.
Well, just...
One pitchfork would have gotten him right off the pommel horse.
So, highlight of that film to me is their tagline was, when gymnastics and karate are fused, the combustion becomes explosion.
When in any other time does combustion not become explosion?
Also, like, you know the guys behind this film thought this was going to be the next big craze.
Like, we're going to open up dojos
There's
in every
gonna be-
city.
This is going to be the new fight song. Taekwondo can kiss my butt.
It's like-
we got Gymkata.
So if you're ever about to be mugged, make sure you have your hanging rings and your pommel horse, and then you're good.
Capiora took over. That was a dance fight, and that's what it was.
I know it. I took 1 week. I got it.
That's all I got. Was sitting down, Capiora.
Yeah, first week you're all upstairs. You got to get the arms. You got to get the arms.
That's the whole,
Interesting note about this movie, when I looked it up on YouTube, the first thing that came up was actually a Family Guy parody, not the actual movie Gymkata. It's bad when they spoofing your movie
is more popular.
Is a bigger hit than your movie.
There's like a forbidden city he goes through that like doesn't know Gymkata.
So he's got a big advantage.
Yeah, he's got a real big advantage.
Yeah.
Like why would you... So they made a movie called Gymkata where a guy just knows how to do this and goes to a place like a forbidden city that doesn't know. Why wouldn't you have the forbidden city have this forbidden use of karate?
Yeah,
and he learns it from there.
And they're badass, and then he has to overcome.
I can't say I know the plot even though I've seen this movie because it doesn't make sense, but he's got to break in to get into a tournament in which no one survives the tournament because the tournament's that hard.
Yeah,
they won't even let him in.
Right.
So he's got to fight his way into the tournament, then survive the tournament,
which no one
ever
has done.
Does anyone?
And does he save a princess? I think.
Does anyone else do Gymkata in that movie, or just him?
And isn't he a government agent?
Yes.
I thought he was training for the Olympics.
But he's like the government calls on Cabot, the son of a former operative, to win the game.
That doesn't have the highest Rotten Tomato score? Are you sure? Is that 93%?
It's AFI 100, right?
Yeah.
I don't have the Rotten Tomatoes, but IMDb out of 10, it got a 4.3. Which is not the worst.
Not the worst.
Not terrible.
Suicide Squad was worse.
I don't know that.
It's this. You can watch this movie.
Suicide Squad. No, this is a tangent.
So this is interesting because I put the synopsis down. Sorry. John the Cabot is a champion gymnast in the tiny yet savage country of Parmistan. There is a perfect spot for a Star Wars site. For the U.S. to get this site, they must complete a brutal game.
Are we talking Ronald Reagan Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that Parmesan probably got created when they were like eating chicken parmesan with each other.
This is good. We should name my town.
Hey, Billy, we should name it chicken parmesan. off and we do it. We're fucking rich.
How'd you get rich from naming your town?
It's copyrighted.
Yeah.
They then sued all the Parmesan in the world.
All the signs.
We sued all chicken Parmesan. Now we can Gymkata. We go to the chicken Parmesan headquarters and do a Gymkata there, and they just give us the name.
Oh, yeah.
My name's Frank. Great your wonder.
Fair enough.
So you've taken Gymkata off the list.
Gymkata.
Very surprised that
He's so good. He's
I
just
guess
so good.
I get taking it off because also I don't think it is karate.
It's not his
Do you
Gymkata.
take a Gymkata
Well,
class?
they do say gymnastics and karate fused. So Gymkata is an art form.
50% karate.
And I will say, I have not taken this, but it's not technically martial arts because it was considered defunct in the USA. the board of martial arts USA said we're not doing it anymore because there's only one master. And spoiler, this is based on true events, but they changed the end. He didn't make it. So unfortunately, the secret died with him.
He did.
So-
Well, the secret didn't die.
Well, he died.
I mean,
he
they
was
made
the
a
only one who knew
movie.
it. Well, yeah, but
I mean, you know why he died? Not enough powder.
you do need lots of chalk when you're going to town.
On a gym
Chalk it up.
You need to chalk it up.
Yeah, I know. It's actually baking powder.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
See?
Just use baking powder.
They don't.
I don't know.
I
Is it baking soda?
It's
I wouldn't know. I couldn't take Gymkata. Cabot's dead.
So dead. I'm up next,
All right.
and it's tough. We're about to reach our final five.
And here, I just did quick math.
We've got 3 kids and 3 adults.
Wow.
So I can't even do that where I take a kid off or an adult. Like,
Oh yeah, we do have 3 kids.
we have 3 kids and 3 adults that are worst white guy karate. Holy shit. Alright, I'm gonna take this guy off the list. Not that it isn't worst white guy karate. It's bad. It's really bad. But the reason I'm taking it off is because I don't think they ever actually do karate in the movie. I'm taking Chad Power off from 3 Ninjas. The reason being,
It is ninjutsu.
he doesn't. Well, not this, but he just does a kick. Like he doesn't ever have a scene where he like full fights somebody.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he's like the ending joke of a fight scene.
Lots of jump cuts though.
Lot. So,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like it's usually someone like
It's Tum Tum.
Someone
by the
falls
way. It's
around
Tum
Tum Tum.
Yeah.
someone falls over and then he kicks him in the face and that's it. He's not like.
A lot of adults going, oh, like real low
Yeah.
on his level,
So-
and then it's either a nut punch or like a pizza to the face, or
So I'm taking this off of the technicality that I don't think this is karate
okay.
as much as it is as a last second. Hey yo.
It's more of like a joke.
Yeah.
I
Like
think-
the same thing you're thinking Beverly Hills Ninja. It's
Yeah.
like not really.
Well, you're doing the right thing, and I gotta say, theme song wise, their theme song, no one knows it. I'm sure.
Oh, I know. You want
Oh yeah, I want to hear it.
You're simply karate.
Nope.
Everyone's gonna do that, kid. No, that's
It was
not
Will
it.
Rock.
Whoa.
It was Will Rock Kid Power was their theme.
Will Rock Kid Power.
Yes, and it was awful. It was like 90s. Like,
How does it go?
rap.
Simply, you're rock, kid power. Everyone's gonna do that, kid. No, goddamn,
Get it off,
keep
get it
saying
off,
that
get
part.
it off. Get it off.
No, don't say that.
He's a minor. I will say,
He's our age now.
his brother goes in the room,
He's old.
does the drywall scene, right? Paints
Uh-huh.
his mask white.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, that was the coolest thing ever. Like I literally, I was like, I need some spray paint.
This is great.
'Cause I'm gonna spray paint myself white. No one will be able to find me.
You
And
wanted to white face yourself.
I wanted to whiteface and hide against a plain white wall. Just wait for someone to come and try to kidnap me. But
You wanted to get kidnapped?
well, so I could be,
Oh, so you could karate it out.
you know.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
How
did
much- How much karate did you have when you were a kid?
it. I had zero karate.
Zero
Okay.
karate.
You know, my mom said it was too dangerous. That's why I set out
We had spray
on
paint
my
yourself.
quest to become, a man. I took karate, sanctioned karate in USA, but fair enough.
Do you have any feelings on Chad Power now?
Well, like I said, like most of his moves depend on an adult kneeling in front of him.
Yeah.
And like being dazed, like a putty from like Power Rangers. You know?
I don't remember this. Did he get the name Tum Tum because he eats a lot?
I think, yeah,
He's a fat
Is
kid.
that like the bit? That's
he's
the
not a
stereotype?
fat kid.
Because he looks like a normal kid.
I mean,
He's a normal looking kid. Yeah,
Like, he's a younger one.
He has a round face.
No,
he's a baby. He hasn't stretched.
He just hasn't stretched.
I think he should
Yeah,
start
he'll
throwing up
stretch.
more.
I bet. I don't know. I haven't seen what he looks like nowadays, but I'm sure he looks
Well, I
fine.
bet he's fat, just as fat.
He's a big pizza kid.
He's
Love
a big
pizza.
fat kid.
Who didn't love pizza?
Well, that kid loved pizza too much.
He's a normal looking kid.
Yeah.
He's got that like, you know,
If
mushroom top head.
If America has anything to say about it, he's a normal looking kid.
That's where we are.
Europe, he's fatter as fuck.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He'd probably be institutionalized.
He's probably buoyant.
Probably, man. 3 Ninjas is probably the most nostalgic movie for me on the list.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched it a lot. I had it on VHS.
So the movie I watched a lot that is on this list is Surf Ninjas.
It's not on this list.
No, I know. I said
Oh, it isn't. Okay.
Literally the sentence I just said.
I thought you said it is.
It is on this list. It's not on this list. It's not on this list.
I gotcha.
Surf Ninjas I watched like 20 times when I
Yeah.
was a kid. Leslie Nielsen.
He controls it with a Game Gear.
Yeah. The best use of a Game Gear in a movie ever.
Best use of a Game Gear. They're really not that great.
I use Sonic all the time. And Columns, like their toy
Columns is good.
and the
on
DuckTales
Genesis.
game was good too.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're watching, we are down to our final 5. Our final 5 is Steven Seagal, Code of Honor, Linden, Ashby, Mortal Kombat, Matt Hannon from Samurai Cop, Jonathan Brandis from Sidekicks, and Michael Angarano from the Forbidden Kingdom. If you're watching, this is your chance to add something to the list. It's your chance to comment and say, hey, this is the worst white guy karate. We should have this on the list. Why is it on this list? This white guy karate in a movie, oh boy, you missed out not having it on your list, so you gotta add it. Worst white guy karate coming at you fast. So please comment with your decision to add something. While that's going on, I want to talk to my special guest experts a little bit, find a little bit more about them. Noah, if you were going to put our other expert, Aaron Beasley, in a gi, what gi would it be?
Okay. Stand up for a second. Let me see. Okay.
I'm for cutoff if available.
Yeah, it's available. It's available. You have to earn it, but it's available.
I mean, I'm willing to take 1
You
week.
have to take 2 weeks to get the cutoff.
That's okay. No, I'll do sleeves. I'll do sleeves.
Okay. No 2 weeks. Okay, I got you.
Is there quarterly?
We'll put you in a quarterly sleeve.
I could do
We'll put
quarterly.
We'll put you
so
in a
instead of
quarterly
like
sleeve.
forearms,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm thinking something in like a taupe for the top, and maybe just a nice black bottom.
Yeah.
Slimming.
I want it to be slimming for my bottom.
Yeah, you don't want to look like a
bottom.
tum-tum.
I don't want
It's almost like dental assistant meets sex main.
Wait, is that OR scrubs are involved?
Oh, are they?
I wrote that.
But yeah, I think a nice loose. You get a little cheeseburger, yeah. Oh yeah. We want that loose on the top, kind of a flowy
Cheeseburger.
little cheeseburger. You got a little cheeseburger.
No, I know I have very little chest.
That's like a yeah.
My upper body very, very clean.
We're very hairy men, and
Yeah.
and you're Joe Bates.
I win.
No, I'm thinking a nice gaping top.
Yeah. I want some cleavage.
Yeah.
Some cleave.
Yeah, little
To
cleave.
look good.
Mm-hmm. I want
Because that's it starts in the brain. When your opponent sees you,
He's not wrong.
you want to be in their heads.
Mm-hmm.
Get the cheese.
cheeseburger.
Get a cheeseburger out.
Why is it called a cheeseburger?
Look at it. It's a little cheeseburger.
I'm gonna be real. I've never heard it before, but I like it.
A little cheeseburger. Now I want it to be tight around here,
Yeah.
and then real loose right
Yeah.
around the opening.
Because that's where the
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then these you gotta go pretty loose all the way on the bottom.
I'm not
This is a
really.
ceremonial
Is the
bottom.
crotch tight?
Crotch is always tight. Crotch is always tight. That makes sense. You gotta show what you're bringing.
Yeah. Again, starts at the brain.
Starts in the brain.
You got that. You got that
You
stuff
got-
down
you got-
there. They're
you
like,
got-
whoa.
Yep.
Cheeseburger bulge? No!
That's what it's all about.
Okay, well that's perfect. So if you guys need any gi expertise here, that's what you learned. Tight crotch, cheeseburger, and that's all you need.
That's all you need.
We have a couple options here. Hilary Swank and the next Karate Kid.
Honestly, I think she nailed it.
And
Yeah,
Lou
perfect film.
Ferrigno and Cage.
Lou Ferrigno.
I think that's Lou Ferrigno.
I think
Lou
he's...
Ferrigno in the movie Cage.
Huh. I'm not familiar.
Yeah,
I gotta say, I bet he's too bulky to really pull it
I feel
off.
like
I mean, he's got a...
He's a Hulk.
He's a Hulk.
Yeah, he's a Hulk. So, I mean, I get that. Is there any other options out there to add? Is there a worst white guy you guys are thinking of that we haven't put on here for worst white guy karate in a movie? I'm trying to think if I have... I guess somebody mentioned, does Owen Wilson do anything in Shanghai Noon or Shanghai Night?
Not really. He does karate and drill bit Taylor.
Okay.
But again,
That's
isn't
comedy.
That's a comedy.
And isn't it like he's making fun
he's
of
not
it?
even. He's like.
Yeah.
He's got.
Yeah.
And then he's doing like, and like I think the cover has him like surf kicking.
Okay.
And so I don't even know how much karate is in the actual film.
Surf kicking. Can we combine?
Surf kick. I'd watch.
I would watch Surf Kicker.
Surf kata.
Surf kata. All on
Surfing and gymnastics fused in a combustion creates bits of water. Simply the surf around. Everyone's gonna surf kick your face.
The big climax of just a blowhole from a whale, like
right through. Oh no, the big climax of Free Willy. The whale comes across and he kicks it in the face back to where it
it
belongs.
just doubles up.
It's a propaganda film for SeaWorld.
Yeah.
I couldn't skip.
No.
Austin Powers karate chop was mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does
Pretty
the toothpaste.
Yeah.
That's definitely a spoof of like, you know, this
It's like triple spoof.
70s and,
Yeah.
you know.
What about, is there a James Bond karate that's not good?
I think he does it. Maybe he does that movie. Maybe he gets somebody in the neck.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's another movie out there.
It feels very Roger Moore.
Yeah.
Oh
There is. Is there a Sylvester Stallone karate movie?
God, I want one if there's not.
Schwarzenegger.
They're too manly.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh yeah, he does a he does a
Well,
lot
that's a
of.
black guy.
That's true too.
I was really going like, yeah, no, and also, he's awesome.
Yeah,
Have you seen Blade? Flawless
Oh, Blade! What a good movie!
Like, give me JVCD and Blade hooking up. That's gonna be good.
JVCD is a vampire.
Whoa! Stop it.
Dude, that face, those
It's
teeth.
too good. It's too good.
What about Ben Affleck and Daredevil?
How about no?
Well, folks, we're gonna put
Lou Ferrigno. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. So sorry. We put Lou Ferrigno in Cage, which apparently wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go through the list right now. We have 6 to go through. Right now, we're gonna go one at a time, discuss them, decide whether they're in the top 3. Starting off with, of course, Michael Angarano, The Forbidden Kingdom.
It's pretty bad.
It's horrible.
Do you think it's a top 3 worst white guy karate in a movie?
From what we've got right now, yeah, it's pretty bad. The ending scene, like this, like, you know, his bully or whatever, this guy, the bad kid.
Yeah.
Like he's just beating him up.
Here's a question I don't get. Why do they always, like, they know karate? Like, why does the bully know karate? You're a bigger kid.
Right.
Just beat him up.
Most of the bullies I knew didn't really have any skills.
No, the younger
They were
kids
just
of karate.
Yeah, they just kind of sucked and.
This guy was trying to make his bullying as good as
He
possible.
was like a pro bully.
He was a pro bully.
He's like, I'm gonna go. When I grow up, I'm gonna be full asshole. You know, like
no one's ever gonna keep me down.
full asshole.
Probably had a bad home life too. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff psychologically that contributes, and he was trying to like, you know, maybe he didn't feel like he was a man because his dad didn't love him, so he had to go and become a man by
There's
taking on
only one
martial
man
arts.
in this house.
You know, and then really, I don't know. I don't have.
Aaron, maybe can you tell us the plot of Forbidden Kingdom?
No.
Okay. Could you?
I mean, from what Jet Li and Jackie Chan are teaching this little nerd how to be not such a nerd.
Who's awful?
He's awful. He's whiny. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie Chan is a drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk. Yeah.
So he's always drunk. He's got long hair.
Yeah, he's like the swan, the monkey. He's teaching him all these defensive moves, and Jet Li's like, this kid's never going to amount to anything. And he's like, whoa, he's like drinking out of gourds, all just mezcal. Mezcal, just
mezcal.
Just mezcal out of smoking tequila. Drinking it out of gourds, but he's like funny drunk, like good drunk.
Yeah. I mean, Jackie Chan, amazing. Jet Li, amazing. You throw this white kid in there who's like, he has no kung fu. What?
Yeah.
Of course he doesn't have kung fu.
No, he's like
a tiny little white kid who's like
who's getting beat up by cool kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Michael Angarano, though, I mean, he's got one thing on his plate. He's a white kid.
He is. Yeah, he is.
We had a final fight where him and the bully fight, and the bully is kicking his ass.
And then the bully pulls a gun, and then that now all my training comes in, kicks him through a chain link gate.
Yeah.
Just right through,
he's high too.
Oh,
he's so high.
Yeah.
Michael Angarano comes from such an angle.
Bam! Oh yeah, there had to be a little one of those little sport trampolines.
Oh yeah, little sport trampolining.
But the gun doesn't get any play. It gets out to about here, and then boom, guy goes flying. I don't know.
Michael Angarano. So do you think that's the top 3 worst white guy in karate in a movie?
It's pretty bad.
It's an awful film.
That's true too.
Oh, I hate it.
Okay, well we're gonna keep Michael Angarano on the list right now. We'll keep going down. Next up, Jonathon Brandis and Sidekicks.
This movie, when I was a kid,
I loved it.
I loved it too. It's like he's like kind of like a little. He's got asthma. He's like a little. But he's what a babe. He's a babe.
He's a babe.
He is a babe. He's a babe.
He's not Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
No, but he's close. He's a Jonathon.
Yeah, he's got that.
I mean, yeah. So his Bo Bridges is his dad.
Yep.
And so he's like trying to find a dojo because he's like really obsessed with karate, and he's really obsessed with like Chuck Norris, and he thinks Chuck Norris is like the coolest. So I don't know if this is like more like Chuck Norris, like Chuck Norris trying to make a movie where it's like, yeah, everybody knows I'm the best. But this kid is fantasizing every single Chuck Norris movie, and he's like even like a Vietnam movie, Chuck Norris is like taking out an entire camp, and then he sees himself there with a big old gun, like shooting him.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
So weird.
He's murdering people.
He's like, I want to be like that guy, killing people. And in Vietnam, like
remember the white ninja thing where they're killing all the black ninjas? That's so weird.
Yeah, that's weird too. But Joe Piscopo in this movie, great. It might have killed his career, but great performance. He plays like all the bad guys in all these different movies. It's so funny. And I think it might be the last time he worked. I don't know.
I like that the movie ends with correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't have the best memory, but it ends with Chuck Norris and Joe Piscopo fighting, right?
Yeah.
So the movie is about this kid, and Chuck Norris is such a big deal that the movie ends up being about him having the last fight.
Yeah, that was my big rub, because I had never seen this, and then watching it I was like, oh, this is Last Action Hero and Karate Kid had a baby.
Yeah, totally.
And so I'm watching it, and I'm not a big Chuck Norris guy. And then I was like, final fight, and of course it's Chuck Norris.
It's not the kid.
And Chuck Norris is like, through the tournament, he's like a nice guy. He's like, and like knocks the guy down and like helps him up.
Yeah.
He smiles at the camera. It's like
Chuck Norris.
He's just like, hey.
And the guy just whoa. You're a karate master. You can't be doing the whoa.
Every side scroller video game character goes to a cliff. Yeah.
There's a fight in the middle in a gym.
Yes, that's the one I...
Okay. Yeah. He would have died from that fight. This other kid is kicking him in the face multiple times. He's just like shaking it off.
I like when he's like, not this time. And then the guy still beats him.
Right.
The guy's like, oh no, it is still this time.
He ran out.
You want to do some real karate?
To the face.
That's another bully that knows karate.
So well. And Winnie Cooper's in this movie.
Yeah.
Love Winnie Cooper.
He does lose his one fight, and then he
beats his shit. He gets a couple good moves off.
Yeah.
But then Bull from Night Court comes and breaks it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many other people in this movie.
Yeah. It's
So,
weird to see Bull in a
Do you,
different.
do you think this guy's worst white guy karate top 3, or do you guys
don't
just not like the
that
movie?
guy. I don't like the movie, and I don't think he's.
He's bad.
He's pretty bad.
Okay, we're gonna
Bad
keep
white kid karate.
We're gonna keep
Bad
on.
white
Lou
kid
Ferrigno
karate.
from Cage. Do you think that's a top 3 worst?
No, I don't think so either.
All right,
Yeah,
we're
okay.
gonna take Lou
It
Ferrigno.
looks like a Vietnam.
Sorry,
War.
one
We saw-
person
yeah,
watching.
We saw
Yeah.
30 seconds.
We
of
saw
it.
your suggestion and said, "Rah."
Well, the other ones are comedy. We already took the comedy ones off. I think we really have the list of white guy karate, worst white guy karate movie. Unless was Kabuki Man? Did he do any karate in that one?
The Trauma movie?
Yeah.
I think he just dressed up and danced around like a
That's all he
goofball.
did.
Yeah. Then he like shows up like, oh, run, it's good.
I've only seen Toxic Avengers, so I
Class of Nukem High.
don't. Toxic Avenger Part 4. Have you seen that one?
Mm.
Where it ends up with the mentally handicapped school and he's just like taking their diapers off and putting shit on their face.
God.
It is the craziest start of 10 minutes. The 10-minute start to a movie I've ever seen in my entire
And then
life.
after that, it became a children's cartoon.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
The best line ever in a movie is Toxic Avenger 1, where the guy goes, I think this bitch is blind. Such a crazy line to say. It's like, what are you doing? Why?
It's so insane. All right, we're gonna keep going. Linden Ashby in Mortal Kombat.
Comedy plays Johnny Cage. Is that a top 3 worst?
No, it's fantastic.
He's pretty good, but
I was surprised you didn't take him off. That was the one guy I thought about taking off the list
Yeah.
during the vetoes.
Really?
Lyndon Ashby.
well, the Goro fight.
Yeah.
Okay, Goro,
Forearms.
forearms, big, huge. Like, I mean, it's almost unfair because he's just a monster.
Not forearms. 4.
Boom, boom,
Arms.
boom. He's got 4 of them.
Yeah.
All
All 4 arms.
forearms. He's all forearms.
Not
He goes,
4 arms.
oh, make quick work of this guy, you know, and he's like Johnny Cage, the Hollywood guy. Johnny Cage does the Van Damme split,
Yep.
nut punch, runs away. Then they fight up for a little bit on the edge of a cliff. But like that's not a true honorable fight.
He's Hollywood, baby.
Yeah.
So, pretty sure Mortal Kombat was originally a Jean-Claude Van Damme game, and that is the character doing the split.
That is,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the character.
True, yeah.
So, for one, got my heart. Right there.
Okay.
Splits are cool.
Yeah, splits are cool.
Another thing, man, Goro, the animatronic suit, he looks like he's like Chucky, like the eye movements, very horrifying.
Shit.
The real arms are at the bottom. There's animatronic arms at the top.
Mm-hmm.
He's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying, cool song.
Simply the best of best of them. Simply the best of best of them. No one's gonna keep it down.
Soldier
Keep
boy.
you down.
Oh,
Joe Price says fuck Goro.
All right.
Best line. Those were $500 sunglasses,
Yes!
asshole.
Yes. Yes.
When you were a kid, you didn't go around saying that to your friends, like, those were $500 sunglasses.
That was a $500 pin, asshole.
That was fantastic. Oh, talk about.
lunchbox.
Now, he's not the star of the movie. Luke Cage,
Okay, yeah.
but he gets to fight the coolest bad guys.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
The Scorpion.
That Scorpion fight is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's probably the closest to the video game, because he pulls off the mask, does the fireball, has the shield,
Yep.
blocks it, then starts cutting it with fire and started...
Blood spewing,
Yeah.
fire. This is great. Also, I love the part where he's like, this is the part where you fall down. He can't be down. He's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
All right, we're taking Lynden Ashby
Yeah, he's
off.
too
I'm
cool.
surprised he lasted this long. How much you guys loved him.
Oh, it's so
Man.
cool.
And I will
You
say,
guys love this guy, and any chance you get a veto, you love him more than anybody else, even Jean-Claude Van Damme, it feels like. And he's just doing Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He's so cool.
He's so cool.
it's PlayStation 1 graphics throughout this entire film.
Yes.
Film still holds up though. Like, that was a good film.
Dude, he does, when he comes in, he's got all the suitcases.
He's got like 25
Yeah.
suitcases. But okay, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. God awful.
That's the second one?
Yeah.
That's the one where they go to like the other land.
They just go to a soundstage and have purple light, and that's about it.
That's a different Infinity Wars, and that movie's awesome.
The best part about Annihilation,
Yeah.
first thing, Johnny Cage is like, I got this, does the high kick, gets caught, snaps his neck, and then spit just cakes, and it's like the grossest, like, thick spit, like dehydration spit.
Yeah, it's sick person.
And he's just like dead. So he's like, no. They're all different actors.
It's
Everyone's different except for I think Luke.
Steven Giles says one time he got really high and drunk, was at his friend's house, and started yelling, "I am Goro," and destroyed his friend's house. And he doesn't regret it.
That's fair.
Okay, we're up next to Steven Seagal and Code of Honor. Now, I don't hear you've seen this yet.
Oh god.
Can you pull up that final fight scene real quick?
Yeah.
It is unreal.
It's dog shit.
Okay, so this might be the lowest rated on our list as well.
I would assume it is. At one point, Steven Seagal goes towards the guy. The one guy pulls a knife, and Steven Seagal just immediately has the knife as well. He didn't have a knife before.
Yeah.
And then he... Look at this. It's fine.
And this is rated at 4.2 on IMDb.
Okay, 4.2.
Which is the lowest of our list.
We're currently watching it. I'll explain what's happening. Guy walking up.
Taking a
Steven
silence
Seagal is, he's taking a silencer apart.
This is gonna be loud.
Never remember to look behind you either.
That accent. Now I gotta see it. Look up final scene for
Code of Honor.
It's unreal.
It's like 3 minutes of patty cake.
Yeah, it's...
I like that he puts his hands back in his pocket.
The guy pulls a gun and Steven Seagal goes, "Da-da-da-da-da-da," there's no more gun, and then he just goes...
One way or another.
This guy's straight up fisticuffs, right?
Yep. Is he doing like a claw?
Steven Seagal is
It's like a passive
he's almost
open.
as fat as Tum Tum in this.
This is larger Seagal.
He might have eaten Tum Tum.
Yeah, this is larger Seagal. Is this a direct to DVD or direct to
Yeah,
streaming?
probably. I
something?
think so. I can't imagine this ever went out in the theaters.
Okay, that's what I figured.
But wait for it. Here it comes. Are you excited? Some real kung fu action. I don't know if you ever learned this.
Yeah, sure. Everyone else's? No.
The lines aren't even fun. They're not even fun lines.
You want them to be a little bit
I'm
better.
done.
But these guys have had a real rivalry the whole
Here
time.
it is.
So, and he's doing, very Aikido. He's coming in. He's
It's like Street Fighter, like brawler style. He does a little slap to the face.
Yeah, he does a lot of backhands.
He's like toying with him. He's toying with him.
It's
basically.
patty cakes. It's patty cakes. Here's Baker's man. All right, he's making a
Silhouettes that
cake
somebody else is in there.
as fast as he can. Looks like he cut a little to the chin. Looks like an armbar situation. This is a rooftop fight. by
Here
the
it
way.
comes. Uh-oh, what's this guy have?
Oh
No way. Does he have?
Oh,
It's a knife!
It is the worst.
It's
It's, like
just has a knife.
it's this big. They both have huge mini swords now, and they're just kind of going like this.
And here comes the best scene in any movie ever.
A helicopter shows up. They're on a rooftop, and Steven Seagal just
waiting.
he runs away.
He just jumps through the skyline.
It's one of those skylights that's kind of like a peaked roof, and he just dives into it.
If he wants the full scene, he breaks through it and then just lands real hard on the ground.
And he like on his feet,
No.
just crumples in a
Yeah,
pile.
just crumples in a
It's
pile.
like the only Steven Seagal movie where he lands not on his feet.
Yeah, he lands in a
Every time
pile.
else he's always like,
They're like the cords won't. We can't do
It's so
too much.
funny.
Steven.
So, do you think that's the worst white guy karate
I put him in
racer?
the running.
That's a top three.
I don't
think
even know about
that's-
that movie, just
that
him in
has to be
general.
in the
Just
top
him in
three.
general.
It's all nighttime. It's all darked out. There's no real detail, and it's mostly patty cakes.
Do you remember the sheriff show he was in, the reality show where he was an actual law officer?
Yeah.
And he's like going around, he's like, is it doing the best thing?
They say it all.
I was like, what's going on here?
Alison Reel said though that Steven Seagal's early movies, his way of combat is what led to Jason Bourne kind of combat, that quick kind of stuff that was really close. Steven Seagal actually isn't bad at karate and knows what he's doing.
He was a master of Aikido, and I feel this could be completely false, but I heard a rumor that a movie producer made a bet with somebody that he could turn anyone into an action star. And he picked Steven Seagal because he was taking Aikido, and
And he
he's
had
black
that
belt.
beautiful ponytail.
And he had a ponytail. He's like, this guy is the most cardboard person I've ever met personality-wise. I can make this guy a charismatic star. And so that's what he did.
Under Siege 2 is a great film.
Chief Ryback.
Dude.
Favorite thing about Steven Seagal is he's always like a chef. He always has like, the love interest is usually, like, super huge boobs.
Yeah.
Like, definitely like not your typical damsel from the time period, but like super big boobs and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patty cake. Steve was just can't stop cracking up at the term patty cake. Okay, so that's top 3.
He's in.
He's in the top 3.
Hannon, Samurai Cop, a top 3. Now, I assume you have a lot written from Samurai Cop.
I just wrote perfect movie.
It's the most hair I've seen on a man's head in my entire life.
Until halfway through the filming, the main actor thought that they were done, and he cut all his hair off. There are scenes chopped in the middle where he's got this really obvious wig on. But when it's real hair, it's gorgeous. It's perfect manicured. But it's half that, half wig. Yeah. Now there's not much karate. There's a shootout scene. There's a car chase, van chase scene where the whole time he's just driving, going, shoot him, shoot him. You got him.
It sounds like it sounds like when you play the video game Time Cop and you have those little sound bites that are happening in Time Cop. It's like shoot him, hide, reload.
So I know they came out with a sequel, which was obviously they knew they were being made fun of. This one I feel like was done very earnestly.
Yes.
Like Sharknado.
Just like no. I did write down the line. Have you been circumcised? Yeah, I have. Why? Well, your doctor must have cut a big portion of it off. Mm-hmm. The weirdest flirting I've ever seen.
The whole movie is very awful to women. Like, very awful.
Really?
Yeah, they're just like, they're like less than objects in this movie. Like,
Jesus Christ.
It's awful. Like, they're like, there's 2 cops. One is a female officer, one's a male. And she like looks over him and she goes, hey, looks like we have some extra time. He's like, yeah. Wanna fuck? What?
Yeah.
What is going on in this movie? And also, just from like a filmmaking perspective, all the close-ups, there's like that much headroom on like every single shot, which is like, this is not how you do things.
So the final katana battle is rad.
It means Japanese sword.
Fight was great, right?
But yes,
his partner's just watch. His partner has a gun.
Right.
Partner's just like
the facial acting of the partner it might be the worst karate movie.
So the partner, good face.
Good face.
Good face for the partner.
Good face.
And I will say, Kadarius, he's got a good face. He's got those eyes that are a little sunken. He's like he's obviously the coolest kid in the trailer park. You know, it's like he brings you in to show you.
He had a dirt bike when he grew up.
Yeah,
he had a dirt bike growing up. Yeah,
for sure. That guy stole your girl when you were growing up. You're like, what?
When Samurai Cop fights the Asian guy in one of the outdoor scene, the guy does this whole thing of like, come on, and then the next scene is his partner running through the woods. But when you just watch that scene, you don't watch the rest of the movie, it just seems like he's like, come on, and then you see a faraway shot. The guy running through the woods towards him. And you're like, motherfucker, why is he preparing so much? He's so, and then Samurai Cop's there. The Asian guy starts doing all this, and Samurai Cop is like just like 2 things. And he's ready to fight, but the other guy's just doing 50 things.
Katana fight, great swords. They lose the swords. Eye gouge, and I think they get the swords back. And finish.
Pulls another one out.
No, literally, like they're fighting, and then like they lose the swords, and then they're doing hand, and then like he gets a real dope eye gouge. And I don't know if the clip I watched was edited or cut, but then like it's like they go down, they have the swords back, and then he beats the dude. Best kill his part. He's like, no. He walks away because that's what samurais do.
Have their partners tell them not to kill somebody. Do you think that is a top 3 worst white guy karate in a movie?
It might be just worst white guy.
I like the movie. I don't know.
So you're saying no? Do you think what of the other three do you think is not as bad as Samurai Cop? Of the other three that are still up there?
I think Jonathon Brandis is better. He's got good form.
Whoa!
He's got good form.
Do you think Samurai Cop or Sidekicks?
We're looking at two
White guys.
nostalgia movies that are white guys, right?
Nostalgia.
Samurai Cop is probably the worst film.
Yeah.
And that's an X factor.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, jump cuts.
Yeah. Well, okay. So Samurai Cop, he is a cop who is fluent in Japanese, correct?
Yes.
He cannot pronounce one Japanese word
They
in the
say
entire
that
movie.
multiple times.
He cannot pronounce. He says.
So
I think he says Yamaha. Like.
I'll
he's
say
terrible.
this. What you're talking about though is not karate.
Yeah.
You're talking about bad movie.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting sidetracked.
I'm talking like the actual karate scenes in this movie.
And again, the karate is very loose.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of sword fighting, a lot of guns, and then a little bit eye gouge. Back into the sword and guns. I don't know. I'm okay.
Taking Samurai Cop off.
we can take them off.
Are you okay with taking Samurai Cop off and the
That
fact that
leaves
it's
us
not?
these three. Yeah, I'm good with it. Yeah.
Wow, Samurai Cop, through I think technicalities, is not moving on. Matt Hannon has got to be surprised. That was the whole thing he had left was winning this. Thank you very much. I think he's dead. Hopefully. We are down 2-3. 2 kids, 1 adult. Steven Seagal and Code of Honor. Jonathon Brandis and Sidekicks, and Michael Aragano in the Forbidden Kingdom.
This is my list minus Beverly Hills Cop is the worst.
Yeah. Beverly Hills Ninja. Beverly Hills Cop is a
It's
different
a
movie.
fantastic film.
Yeah.
Sorry. I do apologize. I did look that up 3 times, trying to look it up, and I always put in cop. My mind slipped, and I was like, oh, I know this good.
What was that? Anyway. Axel F. Which do you think is simply the worst? No, but before we go that, which of
You're the best. Go. The best.
Go the best around. Simply the best. Of these 3, which one do you think is not is an outlier of the other 2?
That's better.
Yeah.
Jonathon Brandis. I think he's better than the other 2.
Okay.
Wow, so Sidekicks, Jonathon Brandis.
Yeah.
Off the list. We're down to our final 2. Now it's the vote. The big vote of who is the worst white guy karate in a movie. Worst white guy karate in a movie, folks. This is the big one. This is where we vote. We are going to start the vote process with, obviously, the most middle-aged person here, Aaron Beasley. Aaron, what is your vote for worst white guy karate in a movie between Michael Angarano in The Forbidden Kingdom or Steven Seagal in Code of Honor?
Very challenging. I think The Forbidden Kingdom is a god-awful film, but I gotta say Steven Seagal's. I just gotta say he's the worst.
You're voting Steven Seagal. So that's 1 vote for Steven Seagal. I am voting next, and I feel like you're not weighing in that final dumpster scene with Michael Angarano very well, because he gets his ass kicked again. I guess the Jonathon Brandis don't think of that, but he's getting his ass kicked, and he should have lost the fight because that guy's buddies are there with lead pipes and stuff. They only win because those guys are cowards. But Michael Angarano should have. And he had a gun. It was a quick kick. He kicked faster than pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
How angry is this guy, Michael Aragano?
He's murdering. He's a child.
But I am voting Michael Aragano as the worst white guy karate in a movie, which leaves us, as always, the gi expert. We always have a gi expert on this show.
Okay, so we got a tiebreaker here.
So many gi experts in the Indianapolis area.
Yeah,
I would say
it's competitive.
Yeah,
it's competitive. We meet every Tuesday night. It's competitive.
The meeting is competitive.
The meeting is everybody's coming in their bestest.
Their best gi.
Yeah.
Ooh, a salmon gi.
Ooh, salmon.
Made of salmon. All right. Noah, you're up. You can take your time, figure it out. But what do you think is the worst white guy karate movie between Michael Aragano in The Forbidden Kingdom and Steven Seagal in Code of Honor?
I gotta go Seagal.
More watchable.
He's more watchable, but I gotta say, this doesn't do it for me.
So you're voting?
Knick-knack, paddywhack, give it to Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal got a bone! He is the worst white guy karate in a movie. Steven Seagal in Code of Honor, a movie I recommend you only watch the last scene in. It's so ridiculous. Guys, that is the podcast. That is Rank You Very Much. Steven Seagal in Code of Honor is the worst white guy karate in a movie. I need to now ask everyone here. How you doing? No, Aaron Beasley, very funny improv / sketch artist in Indianapolis. Part of Off Topic, correct?
No.
Part of Indie Prov, correct?
Maybe.
Part of Comedy Sports, correct?
Nope.
What did you say you do here?
Correct.
Well, this is the part where you get to plug stuff, Aaron. What do you want to plug?
Tonight, Long Shot Theater, we have Hot Tub Sex Machine. It's a funny show.
With Gwen Sunkel, who was on last week.
Yep, and Wayne King is his
Yep.
burlesque name. They will be going over. They got some great guests. It's a comedy show, storytelling show. They have sex experts come on and talk. I think we're doing a spanking demonstration tonight,
Ooh.
so check that out.
Nice.
I snap. All right, I flick into the butt.
You flick the butt.
I flick the butt.
Chop.
It chops that butt. Give you another.
But I know the good press. You know, I'm the guy who can one clap. I can skip one.
Okay.
Get the one right below it.
Okay, he skips the clef.
Anything?
You have social media, Facebook, Twitter, anything like that?
You can follow Long Shot Theater. I'm a part of that. So
Okay.
you can follow us on Facebook. And yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
Noah Haler. He's involved in like everything, kind of in Indianapolis. A lot of the video stuff.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of videography. Very funny guy too. I like hanging out with him. He's a nice guy. He's just a nice fellow. Are you put it off topic?
I'm not.
Indie Pro?
No.
Comedy Sports?
No.
Okay.
What would you like to plug?
I do have something to plug. I'm making a reality show right now. It's on YouTube. It's called Society 317. 317, like the area code, Indianapolis, where we follow like 6 young professionals who they work hard. One of the guys owns a dance studio. They're like the biggest urban dance team in the state, and they win a lot of competitions. So we follow them doing that, and then they go out and party and get wasted and have a bunch of fun. But 2 episodes are out. There's a new episode coming out next Friday. It'll be episode 3, Society 317, or look at it through Strawtown Films, which is my production company, on Facebook and online, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff.
Definitely check that out. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet. I, of course, do all the great stuff. You know. You can go on my website, joebatescomedy.com, see any stand-up shows I got coming up. I also Rank You Very Much stuff as well. You follow Rank You Very Much on Facebook. I want you to like the page on Facebook. And if you could, subscribe on YouTube as well. You follow me on Twitter at JoeAmerica22, Instagram at JoeBatesComedy, friend me on Facebook, do whatever you gotta do just to get near me. Shows upcoming. Now, this is way out of the way, but September 14th and 15th, I'm headlining Wiley's Comedy Joint out in Dayton, Ohio, so definitely check that out. And just know that in my heart of hearts, I love you all.
Aww.
That's Rank You Very Much, worst white guy karate in a movie, Steven Seagal, Code of Honor. That's Rank You Very Much. You're welcome. Alright, well, let me turn this shit off.